I'm sitting the same place where I sat 2 days ago when I first released day one exercise of Manifest Your Financial Freedom. And I shared a simple step to receiving money, which is in fact the first thing that has to happen when you want to be financially free. I remember that I emphasized that day that cash flow is king. You having money flowing in consistently is the very first solution to financial freedom. Because when you do, you can then be able to manage it, decide how you spend it. All those questions of how do I spend it? What can I do with it? How do I save part of it? They're all only valid when you receive money, right? And I gave a simple exercise of how to receive money with your imagination. It's so straightforward and so simple. And I'm really happy and I'm pleased and glad that so many of you tried it immediately, put it to test, and it worked, right? Just before I came live right now, this same place, I received the 12th success story. 12 success stories within 2 days of receiving money unexpectedly or maybe earlier than expected, whether it's through sales or through gifts or through donations or through payments for services or whatever means or ways it comes by. The fact that you received money the exact way you pictured it and a little earlier, maybe even unexpected, that alone, that's so wonderful, right? It's a lot because you couldn't have planned it, thought through how you could make it happen. You didn't even have anything to do with how it happened. All you did was imagine, and then boom, it came up. So I am so happy, and I feel successful with that result, with that exercise. I've been using that exercise right from May 2022 up until today. And I must tell you, every single dime that I've received, and I've received lots of money. By my country standards, I've received even a lot of money. And every dime that I've received has come through that process. From the very first day I began to use it. I started with using it on emails for my laptop, and I went on from there to using it for emails on my phone, and then I began to use notifications. When I noticed that I always had notifications, I simply began to use that. Notifications on my phone. I wish I could share my screen to let you see what I use right now. But I screenshotted it maybe recently after I did the exercise and the money came through again. Then I screenshotted it so I could share with one or two people exactly what I imagine every time I want money to flow in. And then it flows. Minutes, hours, a day or two, but it happens. What I've noticed is this. It's never more than 10 days. Never. Unexpected money, you don't plan for it. You don't know where it's coming from, but somewhere, somehow, the money comes through. And it's a benefit to everybody who is involved. So, I want to say a big thank you to every person who actually shared their stories with me in the last 48 hours of using this exercise, all right, and getting your result. I want to say thank you and thank you and thank you so much for sharing your stories, for sharing your results, because you have inspired a lot of people. I already know you're going to get the results. You're bound to, but the fact that you shared the stories with us and you so joyfully let everyone else know that it works means you're also eager to see a lot of other people receive money in just the same way and have the satisfaction of their dreams and their goals. That said, I also have Wealth Drill, which is, the title of the program properly is Become Wealthy, Wealth Drill. And I emphasized on both days of the exercise, day one and day two, and even on day three, that wealth is not the same thing as financial freedom. It is not. To be frank, financial freedom means you have money coming in that is more than enough for all of your normal, natural obligations to life. But let's say, for example, you have a business. You don't want financial freedom. In an essence, you want wealth. That's why you would be running a business. So you could be rich. So you could have enough money. So you could have intergenerational wealth. So you could have something you could leave behind for your children and great grandchildren that they could dwell upon or leverage upon. That is wealth. That's different from financial freedom. And I have a course on that. Become wealthy. So, well, by virtue of the last 2 days and the amazing results and every inspiring thing that has happened between me and all of you on this online community, I have decided that up until midnight today, there's a discount on Become Wealthy for every person who wants to use that program to leverage on wealth. Now, I know that manifesting receiving money works within minutes to 10 days. What I also know is that becoming wealthy is something that works. The least I've seen it happen is within 3 months. That's the least I've seen it happen. And that's for my own self. Yes, I don't know any other person who has imagined it and has got it faster or earlier than 3 months. It could have happened to someone else. I really don't know. But I know exactly what you have to imagine, exactly what you have to do in your consciousness, exactly how you have to be within yourself to make wealth happen for you. I know that because I did it and it worked. So, you want to be wealthy, meaning anything from you want to be making millions to you want to be worth millions or billions, anything in that range. This is the program, Become Wealthy. And up until midnight, you really have a wonderful offer of it. So, you want to be in? Send me a message or comment on this video, and I'm going to pick the comment, or my team is going to pick the comment, and we're going to be in touch with you and share the offer with you. It's simple, but if that's what you want, and I don't see why any person who's dealing with money wouldn't really want to be wealthy. I mean, what else do you want to do? It's the same time, the same life. And by the way, it doesn't stop any other area of your life from being enjoyable. Unlike people have thought, oh, well, rich people are like this, or wealthy people are like that. That's all of those things are not entirely true. So, it's your imagination anyway. And you being wealthy only means you are really being of the highest value to the world in one way or another. You're bringing so much good to the world. So why not become that? Why not start? Why not begin to make your entire world lovelier? Starting with that tree of wealth in your garden of Eden, which is your mind. Starting with nurturing it and bringing it to blossom. I know it takes 3 months at least. Okay, but I have not seen any person who's got it earlier than 3 months. But I know in both cases of both income and both net worth, okay, I did it for income and I did it for net worth, and it's 3 months at least. So I know it works. But what I want to share with you is there is no chance any person has of becoming it unless they actually first imagine it. Do you realize that? I mean, that's what you'd have realized from I've shared about 10, maybe 5 to 10 of the success stories that have happened in the last 48 hours. And like I said earlier, there are 12. The 12th one came in just before I came live. And I'm still pretty sure before the 10th day, there would be even more, maybe up to 50, I don't know. Depending on how as many people as try it, as use it in their imagination. That's the Manifest Your Financial Freedom exercise. Alright, so I could tell you that it works. But this is it. If they never imagined it, there's no chance, no way, those things they got would have happened. Now look at how many people actually got money and how much of money they got unexpectedly without any extra effort. Of course, sometimes they'll have to render some services or make some sales, but really without any extra effort that's asked to make them go out of their way. And they just got it like that. But without first doing that exercise, they wouldn't have stand a chance of getting that money. So, without using this exercise, there's no chance of becoming wealthy. I don't care what programs or investment platforms or whatever else might be trying to do. Lots of millions of people do all of those things in the world. But you have to have the seed in your consciousness first. Plant the idea that you're wealthy. And then in its own natural time, it's going to bloom. So, which would it be? Which do you actually think would work best for you? Plant it now, 3 months time, boom, it's in your world, or never plant it and you never stand a chance of it. Even though you see people living luxuriously and lavishly and having all the wealth they can give to their children and grandchildren, and being so abundant to help the world in more and better ways, and then you're going, you can do this also. But who cares about what you can do? It's about what happens, right? What if I say, oh, you can manifest money, you can receive money, but it never happens? Who cares about that? But I said, well, do this exercise and you receive money. And you do it and you got money. Now, that's something, right? So, take the offer. And really, it's for your own sake. Not for mine. For your own sake. Take the offer. Up until midnight, send me a message. Get in. In fact, don't wait until this live video is over. Get in and let's see how you also become wealthy. 10 days. That's what the program is. 10 days to teach you exactly what you have to do, one after the other, breaking you away from old concepts and beliefs about money and wealth that make you not be wealthy all the while, breaking away from them and putting you in that position where you understand and experience wealth. It's up to you. What would you choose? All right, everyone. Take care of yourselves and bye-bye.